You ain't got no moderators right now. Gotta go all the way back.
Just a little bit. Perfect.
Oh, weird. There you go.
Yo.
Are we live?
Yeah.
We up?
Yeah.
All right, y'all, check this out. So this is a special show. We got our special guest here. But before I introduce him, I want to let y'all know we're going to be talking about some very sensitive subjects, the topics that, in the hospitality industry, fitness focus, a lot of people's going to feel certain ways about it, especially as we name drop some companies in particular as we talk about a lot of these different subjects. So who I have here, give them your AKA name. I don't want you to give them your actual name. Give them what you know in these streets by.
Yeah. Chef Champagne, aka the chef against obesity, aka stop making people fat.
Yeah, that's what we have here, man. And he owned 12 restaurants. The chef, he also has his thriving food prep business. He's partnered with a lot of gyms, and his footprint is growing as we speak. So I don't want to, we're going to keep everybody's, looks and everything concealed because again, we're going to touch on some stuff, man. So let everybody know the what's happening, and don't say your business name because I don't want people that's watching this live to track you. But tell people what you're working on right now. What's the new thing?
Yeah. So hey, first of all, guys, if you're tuning in or watching this, thank you. I think a lot of times people don't thank the viewers as much as we should, so I appreciate that. Right now, currently I have 12 restaurants, like he said. I also have a meal prep company, and my next project that I'm currently working on is opening up a gym with a meal prep company inside. And this gym, will be exclusive. It's going to be a one-time payment for the whole year to include open gym, access to all personal trainers, access to massage therapy, access to meal preps for 365 days, cooked fresh for you twice a week. Nobody does that. Even if you tried, it's God given to me, right? So, and honestly, God, while I was talking here, was just giving me these ideas on how I'm gonna plug and play this, because eventually I'm gonna build a bigger footprint for this, and it's gonna really become a club, a movement, a community, and that's what it's about. We have so many fat communities right now. We have so many nasty type 2 diabetic communities going on, right? We need real whole food communities where people are actually living to enjoy their life, and their daily activities are based around the food that they bring in, which is energy, versus the food they put out, which is energy.
But one thing though that I spotted with America specifically, I can't attest to any of those other countries that's handling their obesity problem. But one thing that I've seen in America a lot is the acceptance and that comfortability with being obese. And you gotta feel good in your skin, but you wearing the skin of like 10 motherfuckers. You know what I mean? So it's like, how can you feel comfortable in that?
That's what it's so.
When you lay on your back, you can't breathe because the fat is on your lungs.
You know what's crazy is, so the average soft person will get mad that you said that.
Yeah, they can kiss my ass though.
But I used to be that person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I feel you.
I was 317 pounds, pure fat.
You said 317?
317 pounds, pure fat.
That's wild.
And guess what though? I had to pull myself out of that. I didn't accept that. And you're right, America's accepting Teletubbies walking around in a bathing suit.
Yeah, man.
Like, how, guys, make it make sense. I'm not fat shaming, I'm fact checking.
Fact check, I love that.
I'm fact checking, right?
Checking.
Fact checking, all right? I am not fat shaming, I'm
you heard
fact
it here
checking.
first, fact checking.
I don't fat shame because I've been there. And the purpose of my business is to help you not stay there. And America's purpose in their business, in the big pharma business, is to continuously allow you to be in that point where you need medication, where you need to, go to the doctor and get Ozempic or all these pills. It's how they stay rich. Well, we're not really, we're in trillions of dollars of debt, but that's a whole nother story. But this is how these companies continue to produce income and to be able to pay their top employees that, and all their kickback money to the government, right?
So that kickback is from the doctors, though.
Yeah, of course.
So the doctors, as we know, is in cahoots
with the insurance companies,
with the insurance company, with big pharma,
with the Federal Reserve. All of it. It's all one hub, just going around, guys.
That's wild, y'all.
Meanwhile, at 45 years old, you can't even run around with your kids. That's a shame. That's a fact checking again. Again, we're fact checking, guys. We're not shaming anybody, but you have to really dial in on what you put in your body. It has to. Eventually in life, you gotta say, "Yo, this is enough," and it was enough for me. And guys, I did it 3 times over. This wasn't a one-time thing. I did it when I was 17 years old. I broke my foot, got cheated on, went through a divorce at 24. Right, hardest time of my life. I shot back up to 298 pounds.
So you really skyrocketed back into that
yes. I was, you know why? Before. You want to know why?
Why? Tell them why.
I'll tell you why. So I was in the military at the time, and guess
what branch?
The Navy, United States Navy.
Okay.
Navy chief, Navy pride, go Navy for real.
Okay.
All armed forces for real. Like guys, you're an Army veteran, right?
Yeah, I'm an Army veteran.
So, again, 2 people that that fought for your freedom. So right here is freedom of speech. I just want you guys to understand that what we're using is freedom of speech, something we both fought for, both deployed for too, to make sure everybody here can go to sleep. Here in America, go to sleep real nice and tight, and cozy and stuff. While we dealt with the real nonsense. But I shot back up. But here's why I shot back up. So I broke my foot, and they put me in a boot. But you know what they did? You know what the doctor did?
What they do?
Put me on Percocets,
Perks,
oxycodone,
Oxy,
and more muscle relaxers.
Oh,
and you know what I did?
What you do?
I took them. I ate like crap.
Did you get hooked on that?
Oh, I was addicted. I was addicted. All I had to do was go back. Hey doc, I need some more.
And in the military, they love to give out
there you go.
all of that. No thought.
And they just drugged me up, man. And I wasn't myself. I ate out every day, from fried chicken wings, pizza. I became an alcoholic. I didn't have a relationship with my youngest daughter, who was just born, because I wasn't who I was supposed to. Like, you're not understanding, dude. I was down and out, bro. My daughter was under the age of 1 year old.
Yeah.
Now, her mom and I, who are very good co-parents now, went through a hard time during that time. And she actually, at one point, we had to have a real talk. She said, "Yo, you got to stop, Fred. You got to be in your daughter's life. We're not gonna. Whatever happened with me and you happened. You got to be in your child's life."
Marcus, thank you for the follow.
Huh?
So Marcus, thank you for the follow. Marcus.
Oh, Mark. Hey, Marcus, thank you, yo. Thank you for the follow.
We appreciate that.
If y'all have any questions, as you hear stories and all this stuff, feel free to ask. Again, my camera hand, he's going to ask the question out loud, and we will address as such. All right, y'all? So don't be shy, man.
And just to recap, guys, we're fact checking. We're not fat shaming. We're breaking down my personal story. Went from 317 pounds, lost 100 pounds, went to 298, lost 100 pounds, or about 80 pounds, grew some real good muscle. And then, so after that, right, I was addicted. I picked myself up, because this is what America has let go, and holding myself accountable, right?
That's the biggest part.
I didn't accountability and discipline, folks. It's a lost trait. It's lost. It's not. You can't even teach it anymore. Like people are just saying, I'm okay, because again, we're allowing this new narrative of like, it's okay, it's all right, you're good, dude. It's not even about what you look like, honestly. Like, it's about like, what's your blood like? What's your sugar levels like?
Like everything on the inside.
What's your A1C like? Right? Like, what? Like, you guys are legit killing yourselves. Like,
Yeah.
Nobody's saying don't walk around and be proud of your belly or your stretch marks because you had 2 kids and you bounced back and you actually care. That's not what I'm saying. Nobody's judging that type of things. Or for me, I have extra skin. I'm also an amateur bodybuilder right now. I'm about to get on a stage in front of 1,000 people plus be filmed in pictures all over the place. And I have extra skin, but I'm proud of my extra skin because I was disciplined enough to get out of that, to not be, because what it is it's mental depression, guys.
Yeah.
Right? So we change the way we eat, we change the way we feel.
Yeah. And that mental depression and how you perceive yourself every time you look at yourself in the mirror, it follows you. You don't want to be on social media. You don't want to be in front of the camera because you talked yourself into hating yourself as you grew bigger. Underneath all of the foods,
and that's a valid point right there. You said hate yourself.
You learn, and that's self-talk.
That's self-talk. But here's the other thing: you also hate other people. Why? Because when you're at that level of depression, you don't know how to even accept love. You don't know how to give love. So the only thing you know is misery. So then you're miserable to everybody else. Guys, when I'm preaching to people about changing the way they eat, it's because I want you to change the way you feel. I want you to change the way you treat your children. I want you to change the way that you take direction from your boss. I want you to change the way how it feels to get out of your car. I want you to change the way how it feels to just, wait, can you tie your shoes? Can you get through all this? And or is it like it shouldn't be a workout to put some shoes on, guys.
Yeah.
Like,
That's true.
It shouldn't be. Like, we're talking about everyday things. Functional fitness. We're talking about everyday things. So back to my story, though, man. Lost it again. Deployed in 14, 15. Got a hernia, real bad back injury on my deployment. Had a hernia.
And what happened with that accident?
Where in
your deployment, what happened? Yeah, what happened?
Oh, so we were getting shot at by some. We were in the 5th Sea or 5th area, so we were over in Iraqi area, on the water, getting shot at by some boats, basically. We had to take a quick
pirates.
Yeah, basically, yep, pirates. Without going into too much. We had to take a sharp turn to get out of some navigating, or to navigate to some fresh water is what we call it. And I had some heavy stuff in my hand. Boat went one way, I went another way. I tried to secure the heavy stuff, and I popped. I had a hernia, right? So, and I stayed in decent shape. Now, we can tell them who we are, right?
No, I don't want them to know.
No, I'm saying like in relation.
Oh yeah, we culinary cartel, baby.
Oh, okay.
the fuck? That's where it all. That's it. We culinary cartel, baby.
Yeah. So it's the culinary cartel. We also happen to be brothers.
Yeah, 100%.
So actually, he drove me to my hernia surgery. And remember over at
the other spot.
Yeah, the other spot.
I got them tracking.
So I was about 260 when I had hernia surgery. Got out of hernia surgery, and guess what they gave me? Some more Percocets, some more muscle relaxers.
Damn.
And I was so, and again, you just said it, I hated myself. I was running through women. I didn't know how to treat people. I didn't know how to treat myself. I was antisocial. We were living together. I didn't even talk to you guys when you come in the house. I stayed in my room. I ordered food all the time. I looked bad. I felt bad. I hated myself. Guys, I didn't want to look in the mirror. I walked past mirror as quick as I possibly could because I was ashamed. So one day I used the mirror and I said, yo, this is now going to be my accountability mirror. And David Goggins talks about the accountability mirror. I don't want to steal anything from him, but I've always called it my accountability mirror. And it's because that's where you have that one-on-one talk and the true image of self. You can look yourself in the eyes, you can look at your stomach, you can look at your chest, you can look at your legs, and you can see how unpleasant you actually are viewed from the outside looking in. And it's not about vanity. What it is I hated my own image, guys. Meaning I didn't care about what he said or anybody else said around me. I didn't care about.
I turned it off.
I just turned it off, guys. I was a horrible human being. And I'm also addicted to painkillers again and alcohol, and I'm hustling in the military. I made chief that year, So
and for those that don't know what chief is, because I know every branch of service is different. So when you say chief to the Army, that's like a warrant officer,
no.
right? So what is chief in the Navy?
The best position to ever have in the Navy. So it's an E7, but what it is it's really a fraternity, folks. We go through basically a 6-week boot camp all over again, and you know, it's you have these new brothers and sisters that are for life, right? Even right now, I'm invited to chief mess things, even though I'm out, I'm no longer active duty. You know, but it's a fraternity. It's a great privilege and pleasure to really make that rank in the military. I did it pretty quick. You know, I did it in 8 years. Typically, it's about a 16-year thing.
And you did it in half the
time.
The post required time.
Yep, while being depressed and out of shape.
That's crazy.
So, you know, then I got back up to around 290 again. Then COVID came, folks, and I said, yo, that's enough. Like, that's enough. I'm gonna go on this journey, and I'm gonna make it a lifestyle. Because here's the thing, man. There's yo-yo dieting. There's yo-yo working out. Right? It's just back and forth and back and forth. I said, yo, what do I gotta do to keep it off, right? And it's okay to be in a bulk, right? It's okay to eat your pizza sometimes. I'm not one of those sports nutritionists. That's what I am too, guys. That's like telling you don't do this and don't do that, right? And we're gonna be so strict or restrict everything. No, that's not life. That you can't even enjoy a Friday night pizza with your family. That's not what I'm telling you. Now, for me, I can't do that right now because I'm in bodybuilding prep. But when I get out of prep, believe I will refeed and refeed and refeed, and I'm actually gonna try to set a record and go for my pro card within my first year of being a bodybuilder.
First year, then you're gonna turn pro.
So November, so I have a show in May, I have a show in June, and November I'm going for my pro card.
Where are both of those shows?
One is going to be in Charlotte, North Carolina, Williamsburg, Virginia, and then here in Prince William County, Virginia is going to be for my pro card.
Do we have any questions so far? No questions.
Get some questions. Let's get some questions, guys.
Come on, y'all.
Yo, who wants a sustainable lifestyle change? Who wants to lose weight? Who wants to stop feeling horrible? Who wants to learn how to love themselves so then they can accept love from others and give it right back? Come on, guys. I know somebody gonna want to take their shirt off and actually see their feet. Underneath this mask, man, we're good people, guys. We're good people.
We love y'all.
But what I'm against the FDA. I don't think they want to talk about that, but I'm against them.
Yeah.
I'm against them. And anybody preaching that seed oil is bad, guys, let me tell you, is it the best thing for you? Absolutely not. But is that going to help you friggin' lose 30 pounds? Like, I'm cutting out seed oils. No. Like, stop listening to all the propaganda that's out there on Instagram because some girl in a two-piece with a 6-pack said, don't eat seed oils. That's not what she did to look like that. I can guarantee you that. I can guarantee you she didn't cut seed oils out from her diet to look the way she did. Or if the dude is jacked and ripped and he looks good and he's saying, oh, don't eat seed oils, don't use that. And that's not what they did. I promise you, that's not what they did.
But you know what the funny thing is? You got a lot of these fitness models telling their stories with these products, acting like they came from being fat to where they at now. They was probably born with a 6-pack, chiseled chest and arms and all that, and no big back, and they probably was like, oh, I'm a fitness model. I guarantee you this, they probably dehydrated. You know what I mean? Looking as sharp as they are on cameras, right? Yeah. They probably dehydrated. Yeah. They probably got a prop that they leaning back on as they're talking about their product. But y'all looking at them and y'all believing their stories. They're like the FDA. They're all lies. They all lies. They gotta go somewhere, man.
The FDA allows chemicals in food that are literally killing children.
And they know it.
And they know it.
And they don't even check it either.
And they don't even label it because it's under a certain amount, so it's okay.
And you have to look at why, if you're looking at other countries in Europe and Asia markets or what have you, why are they banning like 99% of America's foods and drinks?
So I was just pulling up red dye, right? Yellow, blue. All these dyes that we have in America in the food, it's not happening in other countries.
Nope.
You know what other countries do too? You know a simple way? Let me give a tip out to a couple people. You know a simple way to really just start losing some weight? All right. First of all, be more mindful about what you put in your body. Right. Quick mindfulness. All right. Become one with the food package. Say this was food. And you're in the store. Just read the label. I bet you 9 times out of 10 you're gonna be like, I really don't need that. But because America's in some rat race all the time, like, oh, in the car, swipe, whoop, ring, boom, get home, eat.
Yeah.
You skip over this. You know what else they do in Europe and other countries? As a family, and this is why they are so great to look at when it comes to how are you really trying to build your family. After they eat dinner, they go for a walk. Also, they don't eat dinner at 8:30, 9 o'clock at night. They eat dinner when it's still light out.
Mm-hmm.
So now they have a fasted period of time. So not only did they eat, properly digest their food, went for a walk, had some family bonding, went for a walk, got some steps in, and lost some calories. Now they have a fasting period because that's what breakfast is not. Let's wake up and eat as much as we possibly can. It's called breaking fast. Your fast should start right after dinner. We're not late night because America. Cheetos.
Oh yeah.
Cheetos in my belly button.
Yeah.
Cheetos in my ears.
Sticking out like this.
Got Cheetos. And let me get a honey bun. Hey yo, babe, let me get a beer.
And you want to chase it down with some soda and beer?
It's like 10:30 at night, and you guys are still eating. Like,
thank you, Jen Country Girl, for the follow.
Yo,
Jen Country Girl. Thank you. Love, man. Thank you for your support.
Yeah. So after you eat supper, dinner, go for a walk with your family or for yourself, right? If you're getting anywhere between 2,000 to 3,000 steps in a day, and we live in a tech world, jump it up to 5 to 6 and eventually hit 10K steps a day. Mm-hmm. You'll naturally start losing weight, guys. Whole food diet. I'm not a plant-based, not Ozempic in the middle of the day, not this vegan this. And guys, we need to eat rice, we need to eat potatoes, we need to eat chicken, we need to eat lean proteins, we need to get our fiber in the source of vegetables.
So what you're saying is when you see a trend, you want to run away from that trend.
Yeah.
So if all the world is talking about, oh, this is the new diet.
Yep.
This is the new safer Ozempic.
Yep.
Let's do the Ozempic diet.
Stay away.
Run away, because at the end of the day, somebody else, big pharma or some kind of ghost company, is making away like a bandit with all that money in sales, right?
So Ozempic, and I'm not knocking Ozempic completely, right? I do believe that it can help people. What I don't believe in is that they're hiding how it could also harm people.
That's the biggest part.
If you're not diabetic and you're using Ozempic, you could actually become a diabetic. If you are on Ozempic and you're losing a massive amount of weight and you're losing a massive amount of muscle weight, then your bone density is going down. So when you're 60 and have no bone density and you crack your hip, you could die because you can't recover from that. So they're not telling anybody this stuff. People are losing a lot of weight, but they're not letting them know that, there's a difference between fat loss and muscle weight loss, and that your bone density, when you lose muscle, your bone density goes down, so you're brittle. And you break a bone as we get older, we trip, we fall, we break something because we're not as strong as we used to be, because actually you lose 3 pounds of muscle or 3 pounds of muscle mass a year after the age of 30. Then you're now shooting up Ozempic, or wherever they put it, I don't even know. Now you're shooting up Ozempic, and your bone density just went down, and now, I feel better, I look good. You're not working out on it, which is fucking stupid. It goes hand in hand, folks. If you really want to go on a weight loss journey or a lifestyle journey to look better and feel better, you have to eat properly and you have to work out.
So eating properly is
do
more
one
like
or the other.
Watching your proportions, right?
Well, yeah, you gotta watch your proportions. And also, watch what again, it's not about cut out the chips. Just stop eating a bag at a time. You know what I mean? Do stuff that makes sense. That's sustainable.
Yeah.
Be on a sustainable, and I call it a macro sustainable diet for the rest of your life. Therefore, we set your macros. You stay within those macros every single day, your weight will either go down or up depending on what you're trying to do. Because there's some people that want to not be anorexic and want to bulk up, or they have some weight problems on actually gaining weight in muscle, so their macros will be set different than somebody that's trying to lose weight. But the macro basic diet is a sustainable diet for the rest of your life, because you can actually eat a slice of pizza, plug it into your little food calendar, and it will say, okay, you ate this much calories or this much carbs, fat, and protein in this one slice of pizza. Here's the rest of the carbs, fat, and protein you have for the rest of the day. So
Facts.
you can still eat and enjoy food, folks, right? I did want to point out one thing, because I went like shots. I'm an all natural bodybuilder too, guys. So I do OCB competitions. I am not.
And what is OCB?
OCB is drug free competitions for bodybuilders. So I don't agree with steroids. I don't fully disagree, but for Freddie, I don't agree, and that's because if we went back, I told you how addicted I was to the painkillers and the Percocets, and I have an addictive personality, so I don't want to take steroids to look a certain way. I want to prove to the world that I can do this through hard work, grit, dedication.
Dolores, for following us.
Yo,
Dolores! Hey! Dolores, good. Thank you for your support. Much love, Dolores.
Dolores, we're going to change your life.
We're going to change it, man. Just stay tuned. We're talking about some important stuff right now. Thank you.
We're going to change your life, Dolores. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. If you need anything, reach out. If you need a diet, you need some tips, you need to, you want to feel better, you want to look better, you want to move better, reach out. We're going to get you straight.
Hard facts, y'all.
So yeah, I'm an all natural bodybuilder guy. So I'm doing all of this through grit, discipline, standards.
And that's hard, especially now.
Man. And I'm actually 8 weeks out right now. So it's getting harder and harder every single day. Feeling great though, right? Again, like a lot of people, and you got to find the right coach, guys. If you ever want to get into this world, I'm still eating my carbs. I'm still getting enough calories in. I still have energy to go throughout the day. I run restaurants for a living, so I'm on my feet all day. I'm up, I'm out, I'm moving around. I got a lot of things, and I'm still maintaining my peace. I'm still maintaining my happiness. I lost a little time with my wife because of the amount of time that I'm in the gym versus how I used to work out. But she's dedicated to this process with me, understands I'm doing it for
full
us.
Support?
Yeah, full support. So, it's been a good journey. But again, guys, macro-focused diets that are sustainable for a lifestyle change, not a yo-yo diet. And like you were saying, if there's a diet that's out there and everybody's running to it, turn around and get away from it. Get out of there. Don't
run from it.
Away from it.
It do nothing good for you.
It's fake news.
And let them know that you got to be careful with the type of diets, because your body type and how it breaks down the food. Yep. That diet that you're chasing actually might be non-beneficial to your body versus looking at something else that you thought was wrong, which is the perfect makeup for your body internally, right?
100%. So whenever you're dealing with somebody that actually knows what they're talking about, if they're not talking about, you have ectomorph, mesomorph, metamorph body types. That's number one. Also, we have all types of blood types, right? So if I'm O positive and you're A negative, or A blood type, we will break down carbohydrates differently, our two body types. We will break down sugars differently. We will break down glucose differently. We will break down protein differently. So there's no one diet that fits everybody. And these people get on this trend of, I'm going to do this, and they said carnivore is going to work. That's not a fact. It may work for somebody that did it and had amazing results, and now they're trying to make money off of it, or be this person that be the spreader of this, this God-given diet. It's not, guys. God, if we want to bring that up in the Bible, you're supposed to eat whole foods. It is, that's what it is. I'm not going to make this a religious talk, but a macro-focused diet can hit every type of body type, because you're making the macros, and the macronutrients is what I'm talking about, folks. So it's our fats, it's our carbohydrates, and it's our proteins. And we break that up into percentages throughout the day to equal your total caloric input, how much calories we're going to allow you to eat. That is for every single body type, because your macros are based off of you. They are not based off of anybody else. So if I say, Susie, eat 150 grams of protein, eat 50 grams of fat, and eat 30 grams of carbs, I'm talking to Susie. you would be different.
Yep.
Just Susie. So therefore, it would be a totally different diet or lifestyle per person. Nobody's gonna be on the same macros all the time. Now, some people will tell you, well, just eat 6 grams of six ounces of protein every hour of steak, and then you eat 3 hard-boiled eggs and eat. No, that's what that person did. That doesn't mean it's gonna work for you. You could shoot up your damn cholesterol doing that because you have too much fat content from the steak and from the egg egg yolk. You don't know.
Yep.
You don't know.
And
So
then my I could be burning through a lot of the calorie intake more than Susie, more than the next person, because I might be a cop, I might be a firefighter, I might be in a type of discipline that caused me to rapidly burn through a lot of calories and a lot of this and a lot of that in a very short time frame. We got a question. What's the question?
Pretty Preneur said, what about fasting?
yeah, we can touch on that. So
Let's go into a little bit more about fasting. What is the specific question on fasting, or is that like a generic question on fasting?
Generic.
It's a generic question on fasting?
So
Fasting.
I believe in intermittent fasting in periods throughout the year. I don't, again, the key word is sustainability. I want to make sure that whatever I prescribe to a client is sustainable for that client in that season. So yes, in a season, we'll say maybe through the winter, we could go into a fasting period because you're not as active as you usually are when it's colder outside, right? Or you're not getting as many steps as you usually are when it's colder outside because you have a tendency as a human to park as close to the store as you possibly can to get in the store. So we could do that.
Pretty Preneur said, but fasting renews cells and gets rid of diseases.
Oh, yeah.
That's part of the process, but what you got to consider when you also fasting is you got to be on a set schedule. So, and you don't want to push yourself to the brink of death. And I say that because there's a lot of people out here that's saying, well, I'm going to fast for like 72 hours straight. You know what I mean? It's supposed to be this little break periods, either when you wake up, right?
Yeah.
Or before you go to sleep or have your last meal prior to.
So yeah, and you're talking about intermittent fasting, yeah. So
Yeah.
if we're looking at it from a diet standpoint, that's what I was hitting it on. If we're looking at it from building up your white blood cell count and building up your red blood cell count to fight off diseases and cancers and things like that, yes, another great tool to do. Again, I'm talking about from a sustainability point of view. Can you do that throughout the year? Can you do that when you're on a family vacation and everybody's going to a buffet in the morning? Are you gonna be, no, I'm fasting, I can't go?
Ali said cardio versus strength training.
Ooh!
Straight training all day.
Strength training?
Strength training all day. And here's why, guys. So we're talking about breaking.
Dismiss that cardio.
Yeah.
That's a whole mystified system right there, man.
So strength training all day with getting 10K steps in a day. So when you go to the gym to actually burn fat, we need to lift. We need to get our muscles activated, and we need to be in there on a structured program, lifting, barbell lifting, basic movements, squats, deadlifts, bench press, bicep curls. And you are then activated, you're breaking down into your fat. Now, I will say zone 2 cardio is something that I do like, and that's when I am in a fat burning zone, and that is after I have lifted for about 45 minutes. Then I may do 20 to 25 minutes of cardio, and I'm actually on like a 3.0 just walking. I can do that outside, I can do that on a treadmill, I can do that, around my house if I felt like it. But if I'm going to the gym just to run, you're wasting your time, and you're not going to see the real results you want.
And that's why you want to do cardio always after your full body workout or your body group workout. And you got to look at it too is fat in your body is stored in between your skin and your muscles.
Muscle tissue, yes.
And then when you're lifting, when you're hitting the weights and doing all this stuff, that flexation in your muscle fibers, it causes it to rub and your muscles heat up. That's why you sweat a lot. And then as your muscle fibers heat up, that's what causes the fat burn.
Yep.
You don't do it just off of running. When you run, you're actually losing your water weight, which is different from my dog. That was just, my phone and but anyway, you get the point.
Yeah, so fat, you burn more fat lifting than you do any type of cardio. If you're trying to get on a stage, obviously we need to enhance our cardio a little bit, but that's a totally different topic. If we're talking about an everyday person, concentrate on lifting, you will see better results. Get on a macro-focused diet. What they got for us?
Willie Ray said, you guys took short bus to school.
Willie Ray, what you got for me, dog?
He said we took short buses.
Short bus to school.
Short buses to school.
No,
what's
we didn't even take a bus.
Willie Ray.
I ain't go to school.
Hey, really, Willie Ray, you sound like a square. Your name sounds like a square.
Oh,
Willie Ray.
L7.
Yo, for real. You took the short white bus to school, Willie Ray. How about that? I walked. It was a half an hour walk just to get there.
Got our steps in, actually.
Yeah, for real.
Actually, been doing it since a toddler. Get out of here, dog.
For real.
But no, I mean, it is what it is. Willie, everybody's different, though. You might have a different process, take steroids. You probably look like shit.
Yeah.
But either way, Willie, I'm not shaming Willie, but I am fact checking him.
Yeah, it's a fact check.
And Willie,
Willie, bend down and touch your toes, Willie.
Yeah.
You might have a fucking stroke when you get up.
Alright. First, thank you, Willie Ray, for following us.
Nah, yeah, we
shit.
Willie, yo, my man. Hey.
I was playing, Willie.
That, Willie.
I was playing. I love you, Willie.
I did take that short bus.
Yo, you right, Willie. That short bus was crazy.
And AJ said, just curious why y'all covered up, not trying to be funny, bro. Just curious.
Because we try to be funny, bro.
Yo, who said that? Who asked that question?
The ops.
What's his name?
AJ.
AJ, you sound like the Fed, my boy. What you doing? Why you asking questions like that, AJ?
AJ,
that sound like a cop.
Yeah, AJ.
AJ sound like a cop.
AJ, we're covered up because we're talking about the FDA, big pharma.
You got that, FDA agent?
See, so things people get canceled for.
Facts. You sound like an agent right now. You probably work for FDA, huh?
Well, we're not hard to find, though.
It ain't hard to find. I'm about the action, AJ.
We're just having fun with this, AJ.
What's up,
having fun,
AJ?
man. We're having a good time.
Willie Ray said, food dies.
Willie Ray.
Food dies.
Willie Ray, we were starting to like you, dog. What are you talking about, bro?
Food.
What?
Food dies. DYES? We were just talking about that. Exactly. So, Willie, nobody rode the short bus. Welcome to the talk, Willie. We were just saying.
He probably just woke up.
Yeah,
he probably just hopped on right now. My man Willie Ray probably just hopped up on the floor right now.
Hey, no, Willie, we were just talking about that. Guys, man. We talked about that, man, and they're horrible for you. And the FDA is allowing them in American food, and they're actually triggering ADHD in kids, Tourette's in kids, and things of that nature. It's a horrible thing. And I'm totally against it, and I hope RFK fixes the issue. Now, that's why my face is covered up.
You know he will. RFK! 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 RFK!
Thank you, Allie, for following us.
Thank you, Allie. Much love. Allie, come on. Let's keep that love going, man.
And then Willie Ray said, absolutely, positively, exactly 100 spot on.
Yeah, they're killing us, man. They're trying to take us out, man. They want us to get sick. They want us to go to the hospital. They want us to pay insurance rates. They want us to pay pharmaceutical bills. That's what's going on around here, guys. Eat a whole food diet. I'm not talking about whole foods. I'm talking about whole food, natural, lean protein, guys. Potatoes, rice, things that come from the earth. Not the man-made carbs, right? Leave the pastas alone. Eat the stuff that comes from the earth, folks. Eat your ground turkey. Eat your regular turkey breast. Eat your chicken breast. Eat your chicken thighs if you want to. Lean fish, right? Watch your omegas in salmon too, folks. Don't get it twisted. Salmon is not the healthiest fish out there for you. I do agree with eating omega-3s, but you have to watch your omega-6 coming in. So try to find a balance there. Get a fish oil pill that's high in omega-3s. You'll feel better. You'll feel fuller longer. So supplements are good for you too, guys. And they are just that. They are to supplement what we can't get in all the time.
Thank you, Clam Bam Ham, for
Clam Bam Ham. 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 Clam Bam Ham.
Hit the Serena Williams.
Hey, so yeah, you wanna watch, the salmon, because salmon has a natural buildup of mercury, and the more salmon you eat, the more natural mercury that's going to get into your system.
Yeah.
So it's good in proportions, but you don't want to make it like a Monday through Sunday thing. All right, so make sure with the fish, especially if you're Mediterranean, be careful of the land ocean dwelling type creature, like the shellfish, all of those things. They eat from the bottom of the sea, and you are what you eat, obviously. So you want to be mindful, even from a health perspective, of like the stuff that you're consuming on a regular basis. If you're trying to switch up, your diet.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Will, with the dyes, you're saying dyes kill you. Think about it like this too, and you're 100% spot on, Will. Look at Skittles.
Yep.
Isn't every color dye that's supposed to kill us is in Skittles?
100%.
The reds, the yellows, the blues, all that rainbow color stuff.
And I bet you can't breathe right after that either.
Nah, especially if you down them like a bag a day.
It's trying to
And who eats Skittles the most, y'all?
Children.
Who eats Skittles the most?
They're trying to take us out,
Right?
folks.
So you go into this method of, you get it while we train them while they're young. All the bright colors, the characters, the cartoons and stuff.
We got a question?
AJ said soda is liquid poison.
100%.
Oh,
It's
100%.
It's chemicals in a can. Soda is killing your insides.
Yep.
Miss me with the diet nonsense. Miss me with the regular sodas. It's garbage.
Oh, 100%.
Actually, a soda can here in America will be different if you were in London trying to drink a can of pop. Because other countries are not allowing these.
Yeah. Finish. We'll fix it. I got my cameraman right here. He's fixing the problem.
Yeah, so they're not allowing all these chemicals in other countries. Who did? TikTok?
TikTok, yeah.
Ooh, look at that.
TikTok kicked us off.
Kicked us off.
I wasn't
But
even coming for China yet.
Guess who's still on it?
YouTube. Hey, so we're still here, folks.
We got three. One was for misinformation, and the other two was for hate speech and hateful behaviors.
Ooh.
Okay.
But you know what we're gonna do when we go on live again? The same fucking thing.
Yeah, I mean, guys.
I don't care.
Man, this is America. I mean, Trump's gonna have your ass anyway. Don't worry about it. TikTok's gonna be all right. We're gonna be all
We
right.
cannot go live again today.
That's all right. They be all right.
They kicked us off for the whole day.
Yeah, this live access suspended.
For how
They be
long?
all right.
24 hours?
24,
Yeah, good. I'll be back.
Yo,
Anyway.
for real. Tomorrow's another day.
Hey, so YouTube fans, what's going on, folks? Hey, so we're just covering what the FDA is allowing in our food. Talking about eating macronutrients, guys, our proteins, our carbohydrates, and our fats. Breaking them into grams to
wait, never mind.
Oh, we back up?
No, it says your access to go live and multi-guest will be restored on February 21st.
They tried to really.
Damn, the 21st. Today's the 14th.
So it gives us 7 days to come up with new content.
Damn, a whole week.
Good, thank you.
Yeah.
All right, hey, but the show.
That's
the
why
show,
YouTube has always been better than. But anyway,
The show keeps going, folks.
For real.
It will keep going. So the number one nutrient that everybody should be focused on, whether it is weight loss, weight gain, or sustainability, eating in a maintenance, right? So maintenance is basically you're just eating to get through the day. You're in a maintenance field. You're just eating exactly what you need to get through the day, maybe a little bit more. You have a little wiggle room. It's protein, folks. Protein. And
Our appeal got not approved.
man,
the pill is not approved.
Yeah.
I was only crippled
Maybe
in my
I
seat.
I know, right? But you know what? With that whole TikTok joint, it always changed over, like everything, because it never happened like that until Meta brought it.
Y'all making fun of that one dude.
Until Meta brought it. Until Meta
Yeah,
brought
that's
TikTok,
what
that's when
What one dude? What do you mean?
I don't know, Willie.
Oh.
Yeah.
Fuck Willie, yo.
Willie.
He be alright.
It's Willie beaming. Anyway,
Willie forgot his invisible juice, but
Yeah.
guess who didn't?
yeah.
I didn't.
But just in our live, we had 5,000 viewers. We were averaging around
That's why they killed it.
60
That's why they killed it.
viewers.
Look at them numbers.
Yeah.
And we got 9 new followers.
Good.
60 active viewers,
We'll take it.
Yeah.
5,000 over the top viewers. Yo, come on, man.
Yo, Hey, so let's go off script. Lavelle, why don't you just ask us some questions, and we'll answer. We can talk about the podcast. We can talk about who we are. We can.
Yeah.
You want to disclose who we are now? Take this mask off.
Nah, because YouTube's still on there.
Oh, YouTube. What's up?
Yeah. Hey, we ain't them YNs. We them ONs.
Yeah.
We them old ninjas. So I can't be showing my face, man.
So I'm gonna take a quick break, guys. So I'm in a bodybuilding show. About to take some essential amino acids, folks.
Walk them through that.
If you're ever hungry, right? The amino acids is something.
Yeah. Let me back this camera up. You might as well watch over this joint. Gulf of America. Can I get a Gulf of America from you guys?
You need to see this.
What? We getting sued?
No.
Jojo Mojo. Yo, Jojo Mojo, what's good?
What up,
Gulf of America? Gulf of America. Yeah.
You already know what it is, baby.
Yeah.
You know what it
Let me
is.
step off real quick. Let me see what he's talking about. Strikes and warnings. First warning.
What's it for?
Your first violation. Yo, let me read this joint to the public, man. Because I think
Hey guys, so we're brothers. We already knew that was coming, dog. It's gonna be like this every time, folks.
So I want to show y'all, and I'm gonna read this off to y'all. You know what I mean? So, like I said before, TikTok switched over. You know how it went down, it came back up, and when it came back up, it came up with like new policies, right? And how they go about things. But like I said, Mark Zuckerberg brought it, and I think that he interjected that the same policies from Facebook and Instagram, because like I know, we never dealt with this before on a TikTok stream. It was true, speech. They didn't block anything off. If we're talking about FDA, if we're talking about how the doctors and stuff in America is poisoning you, if we're talking about the things to stay away from versus the things that you need to run into, and the stuff that we're saying stay away from actually affect a lot of these multi-billion-dollar companies.
Can you give me some water?
Of course they're gonna say this kind of stuff.
Of course they are, because you know what I'm gonna drink?
They're
Water
scared.
instead of the chemicals that they try to get us to drink. Yeah, water in that. I'm about to get my essential amino acids in, folks. A great supplement. I'm not paid for this, guys, but I rock with Anabolic Warfare. I go by Gilly Warfare, GW. About that action, but regardless, amino acids, folks. If you're ever just feeling hungry, and you're like, oh, I want a snack. Grab a bottle of amino acids, shake it up with some water, and those hunger cravings will go away. It triggers something in your brain to tell you you're not hungry anymore. It's added electrolytes. It helps with muscle synthesis, and it improves recovery, guys. Keeps you hydrated, right? So amino acids is the way to go. Another supplement that I take on a regular is creatine. That's the #1 study supplement in the whole entire world. Creatine, monohydrate creatine, guys. You should hop on that, especially if you're in the gym, you're working out, get on some creatine. Our body already produces creatine. I supplement it because we should have a lot more than what our body takes in. So that's the key with supplements, is what I just said. We don't rely on them, guys. We still want to eat whole foods. We still want to eat in a macro focused diet. If you're trying to lose weight, you still want to eat in a deficit. True fact, the only way to actually lose weight, guys, is to be in a deficit. So you have to bring in less calories than you exert throughout the day. That is the only way. There's no magic pill. It is, if you burn 3,000 calories a day, you need to be eating 2,000 calories. That's how this works. That's how you lose weight. That's a sustainable way to lose weight. Not crack, not coke, not Ozempic, not this other pill, not this other pill, not a whole bunch of bag full of supplements.
Or sugar.
Not sugar.
Sugar is the new cocaine.
Yep. Sugar is cocaine, folks.
Same psychological.
Yep. It actually hits your brain, and your gut triggers the same way, and it's a dopamine rush, folks.
Yep.
So that's what sugar does. That's why people are addicted to it, because everybody's chasing dopamine. Let's talk about that. Why do people not agree with delayed dopamine? Like delayed gratification. Why do we live in a world where it's right now dopamine, right now gratification, right now I need. You guys are running around here like a bunch of 5-year-olds.
Yeah, 100%. It's that overflow of sugar. It's just like if you were a crackhead or you doped up on heroin, right? And you take it, 2-3 times a day, and then the next day you take it 1 time a day. Your body is going to be like, yo, I'm used to taking on this much. Now you gave me this much. I need my levels back up to here. So that's why you walk around, you're like, man, I want something sweet.
Facts.
That's not you telling yourself. That's your body triggering that need for that sugar. That's your body telling you, this is what I need. And it gives you that sweet tooth.
It does.
All the time, brother. And there's so many 7-Elevens, there's so many bodegas out here. You just stop in one of them and you just load up. Let me get like 3 of these cakes. Let me get like a whole thing of soda.
And you feel good. Like you feel good before you even buy it because it's in your possession. You're like, I got it. It's like a crackhead in the 80s. I got it in my pocket, and they're off to go do it, right? Like you already have a dopamine rush when it's in your hands, guys.
Yep.
That's crazy.
You're over there licking your dry ass.
We gotta do better, bro. We gotta do better, man. And I told you my other AKA is the Chef Against Obesity. 4 chefs. Guys, it's time to make a change in this industry, folks. It's time to make a change.
No, yeah.
Chefs should not be croaking out at 50 years old from heart attacks or going gangrene in one of their legs or toes because they got diabetes, guys. Yeah. Chefs, we gotta do better. I'm a chef. I'm a chef first. First and foremost, I'm a chef. We gotta do better. You gotta take care of yourself better. You have to, folks. Like, you gotta get out of this, I'm a chef, I gotta look like I eat. No, bro, get out of here with that nonsense. You can't even move on the line no more. You're holding on to expo or in the past, just tired. How you tired? How you tired putting on your chef white coat? Like, come on, man, make it make sense.
How your chef white coat buttons look like it's about to pop off your fucking big belly? You know what I mean? You're gonna have to wear a spandex chef white in the front, just carve it like this, like you fucking going through a pregnancy.
Yo, but also think about it, guys. We're in the hospitality field. How are we supposed to continuously take care of people when you don't even take care of yourself? Like, think about it.
100%.
What we do in the hospitality field is a selfless service. As a chef, as a server, as a maitre d', as a captain on the floor, as a runner, as whatever, a sous chef, as a line cook, we are taking care of everybody else. Start taking care of yourself, guys, so you can continue to be in the field that you're destined to be into. You know what I mean?
And I think that it's crazy. We already got to a point where you will see on a magazine cover or some kind of social media joint where it's like, oh, this chef so-and-so died from a heart attack in the kitchen.
It's crazy.
You know what I mean? Online in the kitchen.
It should never happen.
And you look at it, you're like, oh, there's another one.
Nah, man, like
that's wild to me.
How as a chef, man, you're in this day in and day out for years on end until you retire. Like, enjoy retirement. Like, think about that. Like, can you live past the age of retirement for yourself where you can actually enjoy your family? Because how many holidays have you missed? How many events have you missed because you had to be at the restaurant? So eventually it's time for you, but the only way to actually have that time for you later is to take care of you now. All right? So chefs, macro-focused diet, getting more steps in, right? After every service, right, go for a 10-minute, 20-minute walk. Get your steps, get your blood flow going, right? I know you're all on my feet all day. That's the only thing you're doing is hurting your lower back. I don't want to hear you're on my feet all day. You're not walking. Yeah. You're on a line. You're walking to the left. You're passing. You're reaching. That's cool, right? But you're not actually walking around the restaurant. You're not walking around the kitchen. You're not going outside to get a quick break and take a couple steps instead of going to, do some cocaine like the industry does or smoke a cigarette. Go for a walk.
Put the cigarettes down.
Go for a walk. Seriously, folks.
Stop telling your som or your bar manager to pass you another one. Stop. Get it all out of your system.
Oh man, we can address that too. We can address the alcohol abuse and drug abuse in this industry too.
All day. But so you're doing like meal plans, right?
Yep.
So how is your meal plans better affecting everybody, like your clientele, everybody that you're already reaching?
So, man, life changing. So I have clients from all over the charts, right? I have young clients, I have older clients, I have busy moms, I have stay-at-home dads, I have career field individuals, right? Workout enthusiasts and people that barely even work out. Um, the number one thing I'm promoting is mental health, right? I believe that when we change the way we eat and we develop a better relationship with food, you become a better person. And then comes the benefits of that, where it's either losing weight in the right way, gaining weight in the right way, putting on muscle mass in the right way, getting leaner in the right way. But first, let's work on our mental health and developing a better relationship with food and really thinking about how you feel before you eat, while you eat, and after you eat each meal to see the triggers that are going on and see like, yo, how do I respond to this? And then even more of a macro focus on that. When I use that word macro, I'm not talking about food. On a bigger focus on that is then how do I feel when my kid is saying I need. Are you calmer because you ate better today, or are you mad that your kid needs help with homework because you are worried about the next Netflix show and a bag of Doritos? Right? Let's change the way we eat. Let's change the way we feel after we eat. Let's change our relationship with food and alcohol and watch all your other things in life change. Because, the problem might be the person in the mirror.
Yes.
And
there's a thing where food do change your psyche. Like
of
the way
course.
that you think.
Of course it
does.
Food,
the sloppier you eat, the more aggressive you're going to be. And you're not even going to check it. It's just going to be like a slow churn and change.
Yep.
You're going to feel a lot more aggressive, a lot more snappy. You're going to be faster to anger. Yep. You know what I mean? Because you're eating nothing but the McDonald's, the fast foods. You're drinking the high fructose syrup, sodas, and
the MSG, the
MSG
GMOs,
overload,
the additives, the red dyes, yellow dyes,
all that. And you're just going to go into a psychological crash.
Yeah. Do we have any questions or anything going on there?
No, I think it's. Let me see. I know they're trying to figure out my face here. Let me see here. No, I think we straight.
You good?
Yeah, we straight right now.
Okay.
Almost an hour, 57 minutes. Good.
It's been a good 57 too.
Yeah.
You see the energy we have, guys. That's because of how we eat.
Yeah. Oh,
the energy.
sure,
you know what I'm saying? Like little things. Notice little changes and patterns in your lifestyle, guys. Take accountability. Have some discipline. Don't sound like I can't. This is hard, bro. Was it hard when you gained all that weight? Was it? Yeah. You know what? It was. Your heart was working overboard. Your blood sugar didn't know where to sit at. Your joints are hurting. It's hard. It's just not. It wasn't hard because you didn't necessarily feel it or you weren't in tune with it. But you put your body through a lot, so it's gonna be hard to reverse that. It's gonna be hard. It's meant to be hard because if it was easy, then you would yo-yo diet your whole life. You would yo-yo workout your whole life. Here and there and then. No, guys, sustainability. If you can only go to the gym 3 days a week, then go to the gym 3 days a week. If you can only work out 20 minutes every day, only work out 20. Sustain that, though. Sustain that.
Yeah, once you start, don't stop.
Come up with a program in life that is sustainable. And then every so often, make a little change. Muscle has memory, guys. You do got to change up your workouts. You do got to change up, maybe some source of protein or fiber, things like that. And kind of get your body into flow, and you don't want to be too redundant because then you get bored, and then guess what happens? You come off of it, right? Which is great because that's how I actually designed my meal prep. Was that I never wanted people to get bored. A lot of meal prep companies are trash, guys. They tell you it's good. Anything that can sit in a freezer for months on end is not. There's additives in that food. That's number one. Number two is that they already pre-select everything that they're going to have for you, right? So eventually you get bored, or they come up with different flavors, but all the flavors are kind of like, oh, this is all the same. For me and my company, what I did was I have your pre-selected meals that I already, I put the chef work into it, a little chef kiss on it, and you can, you can pick them. But I also have a selection where it's a la carte, where you pick the proteins from a selection of about 15 proteins that I have, a selection of about 6 different carbohydrates and a selection of about 5 different vegetables, and you mix and match. So then you don't ever get bored. It's not redundant. So you can get jerk chicken with cabbage and rice one week, then you can get jerk chicken with sweet potatoes and broccoli the next week, right? So you're not bored. You're like, oh, and these flavors actually do work together, and that's the fusion part of it, right? So, you know, things mix and match and pair well together, and, you know, you don't get bored. Also, like, when it comes to meal prep, if you guys are ever looking for a company, you know, I'm not even here to promote mine in general. Think about all the time you're saving. Also, think about the extra stuff you put into a cart when you go to the store to buy your weekly food, right? All the extra nonsense that you're not checking the calorie count on or the food label. Like, all that stuff would start to actually get cut out because you're just relying on this company to bring you your food. So now, you know, you may still go to the grocery store for your kids, but you already say no to your kids. You're not saying no to yourself. That's the main problem. You already say no, we can't do any more Little Debbie's. We're not doing that. But then you got a Little Debbie's in your hand. Then you're mad. And another thing, like when I'm preaching to parents, my clients, and I'm like, yo, if I'm gonna do how I do with my clients. Yo, if I'm around your kids, you know, say you got like 7, 8-year-olds, right?
Yeah.
And I'm cursing a lot. Would you tell me to stop cursing?
Yeah, of course.
So why are you laying down eating pizza in front of them? Because you know what, guys? They repeat what they see and what they hear.
Kids do watch.
So if you think your actions are not being seen, you're wrong. If you don't think your kid knows that you're just drinking a 6-pack a day and eating pizza, chomping on McDonald's, and then you get mad when they want it. Oh no, you don't need that. Da 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 da. Well, they saw you do it. They are watching your actions. But guess what? If you opened up a meal prep, macro-focused diet and ate broccoli like it's enjoyable, because it should be, they would like broccoli. So our younger generation is relying on you folks.
100%.
Make the change so they can be the change. We got to start making changes now so the younger generation can be that real change when it comes to the FDA, the food pyramids, you know, and Big Pharma trying to get us sick, and keep us in debt.
Perfect. Now let the viewers here know how to find you.
All right, hey, so look, guys, this was all a joke. I'm gonna show myself.
Uh-oh.
So guys, I'm Chef Freddy from That Bowl. So you can check me out on Instagram at that.bowl. Again, THAT.BOWL, that.bowl. You can also check out my meal prep page at thatbowl.goprep.com. Again, thatbowl.goprep.com. You can check out all of our selections. You can follow me on YouTube. I have a very small channel, nowhere compared to this channel, but it's at Freddy Gaines, at FREDDYGAINZ. You know, sometimes I'm just putting out real life things. I'm talking about how I get my 10K steps a day in. I'm talking about my my road to my pro card in natural bodybuilding. You know, I'm embracing the suck. I get on there and I show that I'm a real person. Sometimes I hit failures. I talk about my emotions with food, how I'm feeling when I'm hungry, how I'm feeling when I'm full, when I'm getting edgy. So you can check me out there. Very transparent. I am a human being. I just happen to have the discipline and the willpower to just fight through certain things, guys. I'm here to make a change. I want you to be part of that change with me.
All right, perfect. Y'all heard it from him. So if you're looking at trying to change your diets, change your lifestyle patterns, get more healthy, get more fit than what you are, you know, he already gave you the different ways to follow him. And of course, what I'm going to do is add the same links and everything to follow him in the description below. So make sure that y'all go out there, you show support, you follow his pages, you subscribe to his fitness-based channel. And yeah, we're going to be, you know, bringing him back on as he develop his gym. And we're going to talk about that. We're going to go to his gym and do a walkthrough and all that fun stuff as well. And yeah, so thank y'all for your time. This is definitely going to be it, y'all. All right. So yeah, definitely, man. And subscribe to this channel as well, y'all. So yeah, definitely, y'all. Thank y'all. Chef Prime.